In this video, I will show you how to take off hard gel nails and compare different nail drill bits. There are many different ways to remove hard gel nails, so these are some tools you should not use, such as nippers, sharp side of the pusher, manicure scissors or tweezers, or regular scissors also might look suitable, but they're not. So please only use professional tools because we can simply damage the natural nail plate. Unlike soft gels, hard gels can be only filed off, so the best way is to file them off with electric nail drill. And yes, we can also use a hand file instead, but it is very time consuming and your hands will be super tired after that. So first I will try a carbide bead with red abrasive mark from Poland. In this video I'm going to compare 3 different carbide beads. They have the same shape and size, but they are made from different material and two of them come from different countries. Now, as you can see, this nail, there is some lifting. It was already a bit broken, but still we can fully remove it with the carbide bead. So when I take off hard gel nails, I always use electric nail file. Sometimes if I know that client's nails are damaged or sensitive or super thin, sometimes I leave a thin layer of the gel if she wants just to take off her nails and then to have some time without any enhancements on. It will work only if there's no product lifting from the nail plate, because if you see these white spots of the air where the product separated from the nail, unfortunately we need to remove it all. So the speed I am using currently is about 20,000 rotations per minute. And by the way, one of the most common mistakes when filing off gel with electric nail file is using a very low speed. Now let me explain. So carbide beads, they have flutes on them. So basically they work kind of like potato peelers. By rotating at a high speed, they peel the upper layers of the product, and if you do not press too much, you will remove just the amount that you need. So if you will have a very low speed, it will not be enough to peel any layer off. So what will happen? It will basically buff the surface, making it warmer and maybe even overheating. So your client might even feel this heat, but still the product will not be really removed. So we're almost done here. I will file the length with the hand file to finish up with this one, and our nail is filed off. Now on the next nail I will try another bead with a blue abrasive mark, which is coarse, more coarse than the red one, and this one comes from Hong Kong. Wow! So I was just working with another bead, and compared to this one, this is definitely takes more product at once, which was expected since the abrasive mark is blue, but still this one feels way more sharp, like I have to apply less pressure and it still removes way more product. So here we also had 2 layers of black, thank God, because if we didn't, maybe with my first move I could even overfile the nail. So first I file off the upper layer, the color. We have 2 layers of black and also the top coat, and then I will file off the remaining gel. And the sparkling stuff underneath is actually acrylic, and I believe it's still from Christmas, because these nails, this client, we had about 4 or 3 infills since then, so this is how it's overgrown, and it's definitely time to fully update her nails, to fully remove the old product and create something new. Not much lifting here, but unfortunately we still need to file almost everything off because we don't need those sparkles on the nails. We would like to create some other color, but we still have a clear thin layer of the product, and maybe we can leave just a tiny bit of it on the nail. And we're done with this nail. Now let's remove the next one. So this one has also blue abrasive mark. It's also from Hong Kong, and I actually met a few nail technicians who always say that, well, I have these golden nail bits and they're so good. I think it was probably really because of the quality or material they are made of, not specifically of the color that is golden, but from my experience, whenever I had golden colored nail bits, I never really liked them a lot. So for now, as you can see, this one is also doesn't seem as sharp, and this one also works in both directions. Right and left-handed nail technicians can usually use this one. But even though it's blue abrasive mark, it feels kind of soft. If I didn't know what's the abrasive mark on this one and somebody will give it to me for test drive, I would suggest that feels like red abrasive mark, which is medium fine, because you see I still need to apply pressure. I'm working at the same speed, and on this nail we don't have much layers of color. There's just one coat of Luxio Koi color, and it takes a while to file it all off. So even though this bead comes from the same country as the previous one and they have the same size and shape, so now you see that actually the material they're made of matters. My suggestion is that simply the steel that the previous one was made of is different and can remove more product at one time. I'm not saying that this bead is specifically bad. It might work for some things, but as for me, this shape is designed to file off some product, whether you're removing the product or maybe you simply retouching it. So I always expect from the beads that have blue abrasive mark to be able to file off everything faster. So even when I was filing the length with this one, it still took me longer. And honestly, with all these beads, I'm not very used to this shape, corn-shaped bead. So you see it's not straight, it's a little bit oval on the top, and that feels also different. Even though I use this shape a lot when I work with ceramic drill bits, when I'm filing off the gel polish. I have this video on my channel actually, but for removing hard gel, it doesn't feel comfortable yet, but maybe it's just because I'm working with this one for the first time. So we're almost done. We have a very tiny layer of the product, and if you do not feel confident by working with such a tiny layers with carbide beads, just stop at this point and switch to the finer abrasive, or even switch to the hand file, which I do from time to time because I don't want to file off too much and damage the natural nail. So we're done here. This is how the nail looks after removal, and those red spots were there before. They were not oval filed at the moment. So these were 3 beads I used today. So I think the second one will be the winner for me. This one was the most comfortable, easier, sharper, and faster to remove hard gel. Let me guys know what kind of drill bits do you usually use for hard gel removal and what is the approximate time for this service. It usually takes me around 20 minutes, but it really depends on the length and the shape that was there originally. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more comparisons, reviews, and nail art tutorials, consider subscribing as I post new ones every week. Have a great day and I will see you in my next one. Bye!